they're 1-3 and they are banged up. And I said this to you last night somewhere, flying to New York or back. By the way, how about that? How about that couch blanket combo?
I could have laid there all night.
Big man never racks on planes. I look back on the flight home late, and my man was out.
Couldn't fall asleep though. I was just comfy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I just
out.
wanted to know what it always felt like to lay down on a plane.
Well, you did.
It was good.
Shout out to Flyhouse. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Somewhere along those trip, I said, I think Baltimore is in trouble. And I have made this abundantly clear through the years. Steve Bisciotti and Ozzie, DaCosta, Harbaugh, I couldn't have more respect for that entire setup. They're 1-3, and they are so beat up on defense. And now Lamar's hamstring. I don't know, man. I don't know. They played 3 good teams. They lost to all of them. I think this season is teetering here. And I don't ever feel that way about them.
But you would lean towards them making the playoffs.
Yeah, but I entered the season thinking that was a given and thinking that how could they not? That would never not happen. Now I think it could not. I think they got a problem.
There's a lot of problems out there. Obviously, health is number one. Last year, they were the most healthy team, stayed healthy, and they had a great season. And now they're up against it because of the record you mentioned and the injuries and the injury to 8. If 8 can't go, we know what that thing has looked like. It's almost to the Dolphins level when Tua doesn't play. He's that dynamic and evasive, but they got manhandled by the Chiefs. And we talk about bad football and bad product. There are steps being taken with the Chiefs that people better watch out because, yes, the Ravens don't have everybody on offense, but that was, to me, all Kansas City defense. And we continue to do it and talk about the stars they have on offense and the pieces, but that team has a defense that gets after your ass. And I'm talking about up front, tackling at the second level, coverage. Ravens didn't have guys open.
No, they didn't. And, I mean, every year we are going to bow at the altar of Spagnuolo, and with good reason. There were so many high-leverage moments there where they had Baltimore's entire offensive brain trust in a pretzel. Are we bringing pressure or are we dropping? Oh, we're dropping. No, we're actually bringing the house. Disguising coverages. You make the great point about just tackling at every level. Look, basic stuff doesn't get done well across the board in the NFL. So if you just start with the basic fundamental things, Belichick's line, do your job. Those guys on all 3 levels of that defense do. And then you get back Xavier Worthy, and the point we've tried to, I think, make, again, abundantly clear, whether it's on SportsCenter or on Countdown or here, we know that when you get back Rashee Rice, who's a wide receiver 1, you get back Xavier Worthy, who is as fast a human as there is in the league, it's going to look different, and it immediately looked different. So Chargers drop one against an 0-3 Giant team. You had all this money in your back pocket. Well, you start spending some, and here come the Chiefs. And like I think it was Ryan Clark said last night on Countdown, he's like, "Man, y'all went and messed around and let the Chiefs get right."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that official obits were being written, but at 0-2, we hadn't seen that before. Chiefs are just fine, obviously.
Yeah.
That game someone was going to leave 1-3, but Baltimore didn't just leave 1-3. They left 1-3 and banged up. And so, and Kansas City looks healthy and looks great. So all of a sudden you put a giant arrow up next to their name with good reason. And with Baltimore, I just feel it's reasonable to say there's concern that I certainly didn't have even last Monday before when we drove up to Baltimore. I'm like, all right, you get this dub, you'll be good. They dropped them both. Now they come home and play a Texans team that they've seen a bunch in the last couple of years, regular season and playoffs. So Kansas City, my card just says looks better. No shit, Scott. Thanks for the insight.
Just different. We mentioned it with Baltimore and Detroit. Lamar's a lot different when he's on the ground. In Detroit,
what a great line.
In Detroit, got him on the ground, barely a couple times,
There
but
were
it was
100
third
shoestrings,
downs.
yeah.
And then Kansas City just was coming from every direction. He had there was 1 4th down. He throws the ball out of bounds to the Chiefs sideline. He has no idea who's coming or what. So, the great ones are evasive and have an answer. They didn't have answers, and the Chiefs just kept bringing it. I look at Bateman's a guy that's, got open, and Flowers is shifty. Andrews is still there. They fed Flowers and Andrews early on, and then poof, it was gone. So
their first drive 7-0, and you think, here we go. But Chiefs were excellent. Chiefs were excellent in that game.